It was well known by the staff and the Hood and the educational department here what they needed and what they needed as a museum. We slowly evolved the idea that the Moore galleries and the new Hood galleries should not have a harsh meeting. They need to have a soft landing so that the two can actually mesh together almost seamlessly, but not quite. The more you look at it, the more I think you'd sense there's a little difference with the addition to that of the Moore galleries.
It's about the knitting together of the spaces, but at the same time intensifying and simplifying the details that create the sort of personalities of each one.
How can we make this more coherent, deeper, better, and so on? And that's the discussion we're always having with one another. And I do think that the work gets better as it evolves because we take our time and we realize it's a long process to do something very, very well.
As Todd said, he used the word coherence, and we made some very coherent galleries where each artwork, I think, has an increased ability to communicate.
We've only added 50% more galleries, but it is spaces like this, which is a study element, which is also, in a way, a perfect gallery for taking art out and looking at it and studying it. That makes me happy. I don't think we could have made the galleries as successful as they are without the staff's commitment, the knowledge of the building, the knowledge of what worked well and what didn't work well. I think there's a belief for many of us in the idea of a continuity of history, that you don't say the past is the past and the future is the future, but rather that the present springs directly from the past, and we need to make connections to that. And that it's not about objectifying our work, it's actually about, in a way, being part of a larger conversation. So I think this is a very, very important discussion that we've had, and I think we've had with Dartmouth and the Hood. So it's much more a collaboration, not only this collaboration, a collaboration with the builders, but with Dartmouth. It actually allows us to be a different kind of structure. When we think about this space, nothing, absolutely nothing comes from thin air. We don't invent anything. You develop the world along your lines. We develop the world to that point, and you take the baton and carry it on when we're gone. It's exciting and daunting to realize that life goes on and will not track the way we imagine it. It's going to be taken by some other person and some other people, and the building will be full of life and hopefully be valued, and the issue of continuity and connection will be valued.
We're celebrating supposedly the end, but actually we're celebrating the beginning. And it is the beginning, so I think we just look forward to seeing what happens as the story continues.